In this episode of SolidWorks for Creo Parametric users, we will take a look at adding an angle mate to an assembly, which is very similar to using an angle constraint when assembling a component in Creo. Here I have an assembly open. There are two components. Let me bring in a third component. I will click on Insert Components, and I have one other component. Let me select it from the list of open documents. Here you can see that it is attached to my mouse. You know what? I want to reorient it before I start adding constraints. Taking a look at the triad in the lower left-hand corner, I'm going to try rotating about X. Let me move my mouse and try X. Yep, that is good. I will drop it on the screen right about here. Now I want to locate it exactly where I want it to be. And so let's go to the mate command. And let's see, for the first one, it might help if I turn off the display of the gripper base. So I will display the feature manager in the graphics area. Let me right click and hide it. And so for the first one, I am going to pick, let's go with this flat surface. And then I'll rotate the model and get this flat surface. You can see that it adjusted the location and it is suggesting a coincident mate. That's what I want. Let's hit the check mark. And then for the next one, let me grab a cylindrical surface and another cylindrical surface. It is suggesting concentric, which is what I want. So once again, I will hit the green check mark. Now let's bring the gripper base component back. Right click on it and choose show. And I want to define the angle between one of the flat surfaces of that arm, the green part, and the transparent part. So let's select this particular surface and I will define its angle with respect to this surface. And it tried to adjust them, and right now it's suggesting parallel, but I want to define an angle between them. To do that, I will click on this button, and now we have an angle between them. Let me try cranking it up to see if it's going up. Oh, that is the right direction that I want, but let's say I wanted it in the other direction. I could flip the dimension, and there you see it going in the other way, but I don't want that. I want it this direction. Let me crank it up a little bit more. Maybe I know that I exactly want 20 degrees. I can do that as well. Be aware that there is another button that allows you to specify that the surfaces are anti-aligned instead of being aligned. I like it much better that way. And the one last thing to mention for this angle mate is that you have the ability to specify a reference entity, and this is recommended. A reference entity is some kind of surface that is perpendicular to both of the mate selections, and that helps prevent the angle from flipping improperly. So let me click on the button there to add it, and we get the reference entity selected. It is the annular surface that is showing up in pink. I am fine with that. Again, it just helps keep the angle correct the way that I want it to be. Oh yeah, one other thing to mention is that I selected some flat faces for this angle mate, but be aware that you can also select other entities like planes or cones or cylinders. And if you pick a cone or a cylinder, it will use the axis of the cone or the cylinder. But everything here is good. Let's hit the check mark and then check mark to get out of creating mates. And so I've got my component located in here using a variety of mates, including the angle mate.